I want to tell you of a time where I became spiritually awakened and how this awakening gave through to the experience I had coming close to the nature of the divine and understanding a key elements of how the universe works, how both the spiritual and material are connected, and how God kind of pervades this world and influences this world and lives outside of the universe but has a greater influence on how the universe comes to be and comes around, and how your connection with the divine is what creates miracles, and how that essential piece of the divine that's in all of us creates reality. So how did I discover this? Well, this was based off of meditating daily. I read the scriptures, I've read philosophy textbooks, I've kind of gotten around to read the basics. I've read the Bhagavad Gita, I've read the Bible, the Quran, the Upanishads, the various religious texts. I also read the words of Hegel, of the Hegelian dialectic, the idea of Nietzsche and eternal recurrence. I've read a bunch of stories and a bunch of historical works that kind of gave the foundation of the head knowledge that is needed to go through a spiritual awakening. There's a lot of head knowledge that needs to be had, because if you are awakened without head knowledge, you kind of spill out nonsense. So what was this awakening? After I was meditating in a meditative state for a couple of days, lying in bed, kind of lost in both prayer and both meditating on what I have read, I had this experience that was like a transcendent experience. I left my body. I was able to experience the beginning of the universe from a wider lens. I saw the cosmic expansion and inflation of the universe, or of the early universe. I was then taken to how life began, how life was started in the oceans, and I was given a quick rundown, a quick flash of all of human history, from the creation to the present and the future, with both imaginable suffering, but unimaginable suffering, but unimaginable bliss. I was taken through the realms of the existence, through both the hell realms, the heavenly realms, the earthly realms, the realms of the hungry ghosts, and then the realm of the enlightened, the realm of the divine. I saw all of these realms and understood it, and gained a further understanding of how these cycles of existence go through in a circle and continuously go in a cyclical direction until some people break free and achieve enlightenment. So this spiritual awakening was, in essence, the move of the collective spirit of humanity. It was the creation of a bunch of synchronicities, a bunch of unifying features about the entire human experience and our collective future. I saw some events of the past, I saw some events of the future, but I couldn't remember everything. The only thing I took home was that there is one reality, and there is one truth. There's one divine truth, and there's one way to get to the realm of the divine, which is following the right path, the right circles, the right cycles, to understand the universe in a way that is given knowledge. And you can't just base it on knowledge itself. You have to base it on true understanding. It has to be an intuitive understanding of the universe. And enlightenment comes not just by knowledge, but by works of both the spirit and the works of the flesh. You have to be in touch with not just your spiritual side, but with your fellow man, your fellow human beings. You have to be in communication with everyone. You have to be in communication, love unconditionally. You have to do these things in order to gain a sense of peace and true enlightenment. But the path to enlightenment isn't simple, and it's a secret path. These are just the prerequisites, the main requirements, just to be considered. Now, there's discussion on the future of humanity, what essentially humanity is going to go through, what the spiritual realm is like, what the material realm is like. And I realized through all of these things that the spiritual realm and the material realm cannot be separated. There's no distinction. The spirit moves the material, and the material has an impact on the spiritual. Without these two realms in communication, there is no existence. The mind is the realm of the spiritual. The mind is the realm of creation. The world is purely mental. It's a pure mental abstraction. The universe does not exist without the mind. So when you reflect on the nature of the universe, when you try to experience a spiritual awakening, you have to understand that this spiritual awakening will lead you to places you've never seen before, places you've aspired to be, and places you've never even understood. So when you go on your spiritual journey, when you go on the journey of reading through philosophy and understanding the nature of the divine, you have to understand that the nature of the divine, achieving theosis, is essentially the truest form of enlightenment. And when you understand the truth about existence, enlightenment is a step closer. Thank you.